So from no tries at home in the Premiership ever to 2-2 games, it's all going right for you at the moment. 19 points against Leicester as well.
Yeah, pretty pleased. Obviously, I suppose it's the way it happens. Like you go through a drought and then you get a couple on a row. Like so, you know, it's obviously delighted, but we were just more pleased to get the result last week and very pleased to get away with the 4 points against a very tough side.
What's it like at the moment at Chiefs? Second in the league, pretty dominant on the field. It must be great.
Yeah, you know, we always say about being better and taking things on a week-to-week basis. I think we've done that really well. We just take each game as it comes. We've gone really well, obviously, in the first 4 games in the first block in the Premiership, and now it's something to look forward to. Being back in the top competition in Europe is something, you know, the club strive really hard to be in that position. Now that we are, it's a game really to look forward to this weekend.
As you say, it's been, I think, 3 seasons really, isn't it? You've had 2 seasons in the second tier competition. How excited and how much have you been looking forward to this first game back in the new look Champions Cup?
Yeah, well, like you say, it's the first time we've played in this competition. It is slightly different. I think when the fixtures come out, everybody is really excited to see who you get, and obviously with Bordeaux we haven't played you played them before. Ospreys we've never played before either, so it's a nice opportunity to go up and play against guys you haven't come up against and test yourselves against what is a top side. You know, you only have to look at the team they have. They have a lot of Welsh internationals there who've obviously performed very, very well in the Rugby World Cup. And we get to test ourselves against guys who are British Lions as well. So it's a very exciting game for us and one we're really looking forward to.
Nonetheless, I think if you looked at the teams that were in the group and you look at the form they're in at the moment, if somebody said your first game would be away at Ospreys, you've only won 2 games in the league all season, both against the Italian sides in the Pro 12. Would that on paper have been the best thing you could have started with?
It's hard to say because it's a completely different competition. Maybe teams in their league tend to do things differently. There is a massive focus for those guys in Europe, so they're going to be right on their game. They're going to be coming out of the blocks and they're at home as well, so they're going to have good support, and it's a real good test again to see where we're at and go up against guys in a different competition. There's going to be a different style of rugby we're not used to playing against, and hopefully if we can put our game out on there and put them under pressure, we'll see how we go really.
What's success for this season? Because you're in a very tough group. The 2 big French sides in there as well as Ospreys, and last year you did so well in the second tier competition. Have you guys got a target for what you want this season in the Champions Cup?
Well, obviously you want to go out and perform to the best of your ability. We obviously want to try and get as far in the competition as we possibly can. We want to bring a form that we've showed in the Premiership into this competition. We'd obviously be targeting it. It's tough. You've got to really try and accumulate points as best you possibly can. Whether bonus points are going to be crucial. We're just going to look to try and collect as many points as we can and over the 6 games and see where we're at the end of it. And hopefully, if we can get ourselves into the quarterfinals, that'd be fantastic for the club and a progression as well, because we've never been that far.
Is winning that first game though absolutely critical, because then you're not chasing your tail? Would you kind of agree with that?
Yes and no. I think, again, like I've said about bonus points, they're going to be crucial. Getting them, denying opposition them, potentially scoring 4 tries, all these things will be taken into account. It's all about trying to get a certain figure that will get you through to the next round. Now, whether if you go out and you lose the first game, it's not all doom and gloom. You've still got an opportunity. We'll be then back at Sandy Park. But obviously, to go away in your first game, if you can pick up or win on the road, it's going to be massive to take back into a game at Sandy Park. So there's a lot of things to really think about there, but we're very much focused on just trying to go up there, put in a good performance up at the Liberty Stadium and see where we're at the end of the game.